All right. So like I was saying, this is the top of the morning report. Sammy, I know you don't want to talk in Dunkin' Donuts, but could you at least, you feel me? Could you at least do the top of the morning report? Because, we got a system. I always need you to do the intro, shout out our sponsors. So, if you would just indulge me, you know what I'm saying? Sammy, can you? Yeah, she's don't like Dunkin' Donuts. This is what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen. Matter of fact, Pino, could you ask her for her to do top of the morning report, please? Because she just want to be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to do it. It's crazy. All right, fine, I'll do it. I'll freaking do it.
The top of the morning report is brought to you by Vanta Coffee, the official slurpage of the I Feel Good Morning Show. If you trying to wake up the right way, go to vantacoffee.com, use promo code KWIL15 at checkout and get 15% off. Don't say we never put you on.
Thank you, Pino. Thank you. Lord have mercy. Anyways, so yeah, make sure y'all got y'all Vanta Coffee, and remember, go to vantacoffee.com. If you check out using the promo code KWIL15, you will get 15% off. So you know how it go. All right.
The top of the morning report is brought to you by Vanta Coffee, the official slurpage of the I Feel Good Morning Show. Anything for Pino. Don't say we never put you on.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that was weird. All right. So.
Say something slick. I dare you.
All right. So, getting with somebody today is nothing like it was back in the high school days, or even in my early 20s. You feel me? Not even close. It was not even close. Not even a competition. You feel me? Like, the entire process changed. You feel me? The approach was different. You know what I'm saying? The risk was different. The game changed. GM, dog. My fault, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm on hypo and military. You feel me? I think, yeah, I'm on the Dunkin' on hypo and military. So if you somewhere in that area, I'll ask your boy. You feel me? But yeah, but come on, but real deal. Y'all knew who I was back in the day. It was the way it is now on that dating scene is completely different. You feel me? Things has just changed. You feel me? Because see, now it's a lot easier. Back then, like, dating back in the day wasn't for the weak at heart. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? They took real life courage. Wasn't none of this hiding behind a profile picture and a filter. You feel me? You had to have that real life courage. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all, juvenile prime probably, was in diapers when we were going through this era. But the rest of us, we know what it's like. You feel me? Today, it's a digital strategy. Back then, you had to be, you had to get it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? First off, who remember notes and letters, bro? Damn the text message. Damn the DM. Notes and letters. Come on, man. We used to really take our time to write something. We used to really take our time, write, fold it all up creatively. You feel me? We used to have who used to be, bro, we used to be professional paper folders back then, you know what I mean? Had them tricks. You know what I'm talking about? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Pass it through like 3 different people. Yo, make sure it got to the right person. You feel me? And let somebody send it to the wrong person. You got to see me after school. You feel me? You have to see me after school. And then you already knew what it was. Come on, man. And then how about, and you already know the real deal. The real deal was when you had that, do you like me, yes or no? You know what I'm saying? This wasn't even, are we going to be boyfriend and girlfriend? I just need to know if you like me back. You feel me? Oh. I don't know if anybody ever got no on the note, on the do you like me, yes or no? If you ever got a no, don't lie. If don't cap. If you got a no before, you know, tell the truth. Come on. Come on. K. Will said she put her kisses and her favorite perfume in them letters. Come on, man. Come on, man. The whole future, the whole rest of the year depended on what she checked in that box. You feel me? Man, I got it. Real deal, not even gonna cap. I got the letter with the do you like me, yes or no? One time. There was this girl. I never forget her. Her name was Weldine. I was in, was it 7th or 8th? I believe I was in 8th grade. Bruh. I could not stand Weldine at the time. I don't know. I call this as a situation where I would say Weldine had, even for sake of conversation, I'm going to say ugly duckling syndrome. Because while we were in class, I'm not saying the girl was ugly. It just wasn't, just at the time, it just wasn't somebody I was trying to even talk to. Weldine was on it. I remember I got that note and I'm like, oh hell. And I put no with a quickness. At first I was like, dang, my first note, when I realized who it was from, no with a quickness. And Weldine tried. Weldine was persistent. Weldine was freaking, what's up? Trying to think of somebody, a female on TV who tried and tried and tried. What TV show do we know where a girl was relentless at trying to get with a dude and he always turned her down? That was Weldine. Why? Why for in 11th, 12th grade, Weldine, that ugly duckling that grew up into a swan, Weldine finer than a bit. I'm like, oh, Monique and Professor. She was Monique and I was Professor Ogilvy. That literally was it. Like, not even joking. Weldine was that. Hill, you hit it on the money. I was just like, Weldine, leave me alone. Like, she knew what she wanted and I was like, hell to the no. But in high school, Weldine done got fine. I was like, oh, Weldine. She wasn't trying to see me. Wasn't trying to see me at all. I was like, damn. Shout out to the homie Weldine. We ended up becoming friends later on. You feel me? Weldine is my homie. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Weldine. But yeah, man, she ain't want me at all. I should have took her in middle school. You feel me? But man, it was just so different when you had them letters. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no editing, wasn't no deleting, no unsend. Once that note left your hand, bro, it was it. You feel me? That was it. That's come on, man. Once that letter left your hand, it was different. Ain't no deleting the message. Back then you didn't want me. Now you all on me. No, I was a victim. K. Will, that's funny. That's funny. So getting the phone number, bro. You feel me? Now it's just easy. You just tap follow. You slide in the DM. You in there. Back then there was none of that. Wasn't none of that. See, now, you know what I mean? I can pick up the phone, a whole message in your DM. You ain't even had the chance for that. Back then, you had to ask out loud, in person. You feel me? Heart racing. The chance that she's gonna say yes or no. And when you ask, let that bitch say yes. Let that bitch say yes. Boy, you felt like you just signed a record deal. Come on, man. Hey, 3 and a 2 and a 1 and a hit it. You feel like you just had a record deal. She said yes. Come on, man. Bro. It's crazy. And half the time, she ain't even have paper. You feel me? I asked for the number. She ain't, sometimes they don't got paper. What ladies, what you do? If you ain't got no paper, when you finna get a dude your number, what you do? Somebody put it in the chat. Y'all know how y'all did it. How y'all gave him the number if you ain't had no paper? Come on. Somebody. That damn right. Wrote it in the hand. Straight like that. Come on, man. Oh, the good old days. Man, I remember one time I got the number written in my hand, and I don't know what happened, but some of the numbers smeared off, bro. I was so hot, bro. Oh, I was so hot. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about when that number was on your hand, you ain't washing your hand, you ain't touching nothing, trying your best not to sweat, and you protected them digits at all cost. Come on, man. And calling was the only option. Wasn't no text messages. Wasn't no, let me think about. You didn't have time to think about what to say. You had to get in the field back in the day. You had to call, bro. Come on, Pino. Duh. You already know. That's funny. What? Talk to him, Pino. Talk to him, Pino. That's why Pino married with kids right now. I talked to him, Pino. He knew. I looked up some dude's number in the damn. Yo, Mimi, that's crazy. Throwback. But yeah, man. When it was time to call, we ain't had no text message back then. You had to call. You feel me? And you ain't calling her directly. You calling the house, which means 9 times out of 10, she ain't gonna be the one to pick up. So her mama was gonna pick up. Lord have mercy, her daddy might pick up. Her older brother might pick up. And now any chick that had a brother, you don't want them to answer. The older brother don't like nobody trying to talk to his sister. It was different back then. You feel me? You got that number. It wasn't just you getting directly to them. That thing was crazy. Hello? Can I speak to Christina? Now you got to introduce yourself like you applying for a damn job just to get her on the phone. It was different back then. You had to be built different. These little kids, they don't know what that is. They don't know that kind of pressure. You feel me? These little Thundercats don't know that kind of pressure. Pickup lines was even different. And they actually worked back then. Oh, Lord, come on, dog. When you on the phone with her and mom, and then the mama pick up on the other line. Oh, yo. Bro, facts. Bro, facts. Yeah, that's why. That was weird why the brothers act more defensive than the dad. I don't know. Nah, bro. I don't know. In all the experiences that I knew, the pops let the little brother know. Somebody call your sister, don't make it easy. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's just how it was, because me and my brothers was vultures. who wish she would come and try and talk to my sister. I remember she had she had some type of science project, and the kid had to come over. The kid had to come over to our house to do the project with her. Y'all seen Bad Boys 2? That was me and my brother on this little. I don't know what he thought this was. It was Bad Boys 2. We weren't even playing with this jit. That boy was so nervous and so scared and was sweating. Literally was hitting him with the real deal. This is me. Here, try to talk. Don't say nothing to me. Shut up. I ain't say nothing to you. Don't say nothing to me. So what? You like my sister or something? He tried to talk. Bro, don't say nothing to me, dog. I told you don't say nothing to me, bro. Damn. Don't say nothing. So you like my sister, bro? Then the boy don't answer. Oh, so now you ain't finna answer me now. I'm talking to you and now you don't got enough respect to speak to me. But you told me, bro, don't say nothing to me, dog. Don't say nothing. Now answer the question if I slap that. Bro, do you like my sister? That's what you're trying to tell me? You here because you like my sister? You trying to get with my sister? It's like, no, I don't. Oh, so now my sister ain't good enough for you now. Bro, we was like that, bro. We was horrible. It wasn't a game. I remember one time my brother was like, told the boyfriend, hey, look, you can't come, don't come to our house, bro. Don't even come on our street. Matter of fact, she'll meet you by the I-95 exit. Don't come here. Yo, we was horrible. So trust me, I get it. Back then it was a whole different ball game. You feel me? But like I said, pickup lines was different. You know what I'm saying? And them old school pickup lines actually worked back in the day. Back in the day, you could say something simple, corny, but a little smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I seen you around. What's your name? Real simple. You can't do that simplicity today. Hey, I seen you around. What's your name? You say that today, they calling the cops. Oh, you seen me around. What, you stalking me? It's different. You feel me? Just think about it. Think about if Tevin Campbell came out with Can We Talk? And the lyrics of that song today, and the man don't sound like a creep stalking you. Last night I saw you standing, and I started pretending that I knew you, and you knew me too. The man sound like a creep. You feel me? But back then, they wasn't feeling that way. You know what I'm saying? We were able to go and dive in. You feel me? Today, you say the wrong thing in the wrong tone with the wrong timing, you're going to end up in somebody's TikTok label, red flag behavior. The margin for error now is insanity. It's crazy. You feel me? Now let me hit you with some more that you ain't even mentioned. Check this out. You had to actually show up to be seen. This wasn't no posting pictures hoping somebody notice you. You feel me? You blind tagging them, none of that. If you want her to see you, you had to be where she was. Ladies, you wanted him to see you, you had to be where he was. Lunchroom, hallway, basketball game, football game, the mall. Your presence was your profile. Wanting them being able to look and scout and nah, none of that. Back in our day, we had to get it out of the mud. You had to be in place. You feel me? And don't be somebody that was bad in school and now your mama ain't letting you outside. You're on punishment. Oh, you in trouble. That means the dude, your boy that sit 2 desks back, got the opportunity to get your girl now. Come on, man. Your reputation traveled through word of mouth, not by screenshots. You know what I'm saying? If you messed up back then, it spread, but it was a little slower and it faded. You know what I'm saying? A lot going on. Our attention spans is crazy. So somebody talking a little something, it faded away. Now, bruh, everything documented. Screenshots, screen recordings, voice recordings, group chats. One mistake, it's a wrap. Yo, back then it was just such an easier time. You feel me? It was better for the kids' mental health. To nowadays, at first I was like, I don't understand. Like, oh, these kids are home because they're giving them a mental health day. I'm like, mental health day? Y'all want these kids to be stupid. But I get it. I get it now. When I reflect on what it was like for us and what it's like for them, the margin for error that's now, oh man, they're crazy. Wouldn't know stalk somebody beforehand. Like today, you can look at the IG, TikTok, Facebook, see what they like, see who they dated, see what they ate, kind of have a pickup in the game plan. Like, okay, hold up. All right, so, oh, she like the Boston Celtics. We might not vibe there, but let me pretend I like the Celtics. You had all of that back in the day. I mean, you got all of that now. But back in the day, you had to walk blind, my boy. You had to learn that person in real time. You feel me? You had to learn through conversation, not by content. These kids wouldn't know what to do with that today. You had to learn through conversation. We had it tough, but it was an adventure. Hanging out actually meant being present. If y'all linked up, that was the focus. Wasn't no phone. The phone wasn't in their hand all night. Ain't nobody checking notifications every 2 minutes, responded. None of that back then. Y'all had real conversation. Y'all had the awkward silences. Y'all had laughing for real. Not no LOL, my G. Laughing for real. You remember the moments instead of recording them. You know, sometimes it's like, oh, let's 3, 2, 1, click it. You know what I'm saying? Want none of that. Now, you know, all right, let's take a selfie here, and that's how y'all remember the moment. You know, nah, bruh. Back then was different. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You had to remember the moments. It was different. I feel you. These boys these days too scared to do anything. These girls out here taking men like Skittles. I didn't get success with any women till 16, 17. And that was why I got stuck. Bro, hey, look, man. Being stuck in that was the best thing that ever happened. Believe it or not. Blessing in disguise. It may not feel like it, but 1, you survived it. 2, you found one that's so much better, and you know how to appreciate that and hold on to that so much more because of the crap that you went through. You know exactly what not to take and deal with. 3, for other people that's going through certain things, that are going through similar, you got real life experience on how to help them. You feel me? Somebody going through something, you like, look, trust me, I've been through it, and I where they're like, oh, but maybe they can get better. Trust me, that's why I wasted 8 years of my life, bro. So, blessing in disguise, my G. Blessing in disguise, homie. But yeah, like I was saying, man, you know, moments, you had to remember them. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you missed them, you missed them. As simple as that. What's up, Hannibal? We talk about dating back in the day, what it used to be. Like, ain't no, I'll just text you real quick. If y'all didn't see each other in school or catch each other on the phone, that was it. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have the luxury of none of that. You had to wait till the next day. If you didn't catch her in the hallway to somebody that didn't have your class probably ran a little late or something, and you ain't catch them, you had to wait till the next day. that wasn't always a bad thing, because you know what? That built the anticipation, made y'all miss each other, made you think of what you wanted to see, what you wanted to say. That built value. You know what I'm saying? Now everything is just too instant. And because of that, people are taken for granted way quicker these days. Way quicker. People are taken for granted. You know what I'm saying? Effort stood out more. Walking someone to class. Oh, you ever walked you a little baddie to class? Come on, man. Baby, let me get your books. I got you. Let me hold your books. And don't take the little ones. You got to take that math book and that science book. You know them things. You know them things was heavy. You know what I'm saying? Them things was heavy. That means you're actually planning to meet somewhere. Yo, meet me over by the 2100 building. The good old days. Now, people think liking a story, throwing a heart on it is effort. Girls take that as effort nowadays. Like the bar is too low. And breakups weren't public. Some breakups were public, but the majority of them were private. Back then, maybe your close circle knew what was up. You know what I'm saying? They know, they broke up. To a portion of the school, just a little small portion. That's your circle, your squad. They knew what was up. You break up now, that status update, them little sub tweets, them IG captions, whole timeline involves your relationship. Now it ain't that no more. It's a wrap. Everybody know y'all boy broke up. Everybody know it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? It was different. You know what I'm saying? And what I loved about back then is you actually had to develop conversation skills. You actually had to develop it. You couldn't hide behind texting. You couldn't go to ChatGPT and figure out a rebuttal. You couldn't do none of that. You had to think on the spot. You had to respond in real time. You was able to read body language. It was just so much better, bruh. Now people can be smooth over texting and awkward. You know, they can be real smooth. ChatGPT, they own that. You feel me? They'll be smooth over text and they'll be awkward in person. It's like, you feel me? So when I look at it, yeah, bruh, for real. It ain't even about saying that one way is better than the other. To me, it was better, but it ain't even about that. I'm just saying it's different. It's just really different times, man. Back then, real deal, it required courage, patience, and your presence. You feel me? Today, it's just awareness, timing, understanding on how to navigate, and perception. It's different. But I'm going to say this, though. Some of that old school approach, it'll still hit different today. You feel me? Still take that old school approach. Actually talking. Actually being direct. Actually showing effort. That don't go out of style now. You feel me? You still do it. My boy Pino, my boy wasn't playing. That man knew he was gonna get his wife. You feel me? My dog was actually talking. He was actually being direct. He was showing effort. You know what I'm saying? Now that boy married with a baby, but with a baby in a house. You feel me? Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So authenticity still wins. Everybody's so used to damn filters and curated personalities. You know what I'm saying? And then when somebody real show up, it stands out. So be real. Stand out. You know what I'm saying? Be real. Stand out. It's just different times. because the fake won't last all the time. Knock my microphone down, Lord have mercy. The fake don't last all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, until they see your handwriting and realize you write like a doctor prescription and can't read nothing you said. Talking about check yes or no. I'm checking what does this even say.
All you had to do was stay quiet. You ain't really have to say nothing. Got jokes. We came from an era where connection had to be built, not just access. You feel me? And I think that's the lesson in all this. If you in today's world, don't lose the human part of it. If you want to take anything away from this segment, use the tools, obviously, but don't rely on them so much that you forget how to actually connect. Thank you, Prime. Don't rely on the tools where you forget how to actually connect, because at the end of the day, apps change, platforms change, trends even change. But that real connection, timeless. Real deal.
You're rocking with the best.
Yeah. I feel good.